Alright, let's get started here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make beautiful, flawless AI art in any style based on a person's photo in Midjourney. I'll show you the process that I followed recently to make, yeah, well, it's the same thing there. I made some art for Uzma recently. I'm Bevan Bird. Here's one of the end results. There were 6 images that she liked. This is one of them. And here's the input I used for a face swap function with InsightFace. Yeah, and people love these AI paintings. I've been noticing this for a while, and it's a service that people are selling on Fiverr as well as on other marketplaces. People will happily pay you to create these. You can sell this service by making gigs on Fiverr, for example. You can also create these paintings quickly and bring people a lot of joy. I'm here to support you in your mission to serve more people, earn more money, and help others earn more. Thank you. My higher purpose today is inspiring you and helping you elevate yourself to a better life with a deeper sense of meaning, more fulfillment, and more wealth. I have a website, higherpurposeai.com. And I've been teaching others how to make paintings based on photos of people since July this year. And since September last year, I've made over 32,000 images with Midjourney. And I'll help shortcut your learning curve accordingly. So ask me any questions that you like. But wait till we run through first and then ask questions, and we can back up into the slides also after that and demonstrate as well. My name is Bevan Bird. I am from Canada, and I channel love, joy, peace, freedom, and fun through my art. This is one of myself here, or my future self, that inspires me. I created a journey called Connect with Your Future Self, AI art journey, and it's the first one I created. Then I created Unleash the Artist Within, and now I'm starting to help freelancers. So I'm here to inspire you, activate your creative freedom, guide you to explore your own infinite creativity, and turn your visions into beautiful AI art in any style you like. As I said, I also lead Unleash the Artist Within. I'm doing that right now. Well, currently, I mean, not this moment. We use AI for infinite creative and artistic exploration and expansion. When you explore your creativity, you may discover that it's infinite, and I believe you will. So how do you become creative or become more creative? You have to come from a relaxed place and not have expectations of yourself. So like allow yourself to be free, relax, play without any expectations of yourself. You don't need to have expectations exactly on what you will achieve, and just try things out of curiosity. Creativity will come to you. Allow it to flow. Okay, let's run through the process I followed to make this AI painting here. Okay. So the first thing is to describe the photo. Like describe the image that you want, the painting you want. What is your vision? What do you want to see? So you write it just in a simple way. This is the prompt that I wrote. This is what I started with a few days ago. Beautiful Pakistani woman wearing traditional costume celebrating her wedding. It's what I interpreted from a photo that Uzma sent me. And then you can also combine that with my prompt template shown over here. For example, stunning, world-class, professional, medium, you fill that in. By an artist. I didn't use that today. And depicting the concept. Medium, I chose palette knife oil painting. You could put in painting, photograph, illustration, anime, poster, whatever you like. Welcome, Liba. Okay. And we're only just starting with the process here. This is you didn't miss very much. This is the very beginning of the process of how I created this image of Uzma based on this input to the face swap here. But I'll run through the steps. Okay. So yeah, when I combine this together, I take this template here. I didn't use by a specific artist for the style. We can experiment with this stuff today if there's time, right? I just take this template, and then the concept is this. Beautiful Pakistani woman wearing traditional costume celebrating her wedding. And medium, I chose palette knife oil painting. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. So yeah, you can have Midjourney describe the photo with this describe command. And with this photo here from Uzma, these are the, this is what I got from that. Here's 4 options. I didn't use this, I just added this in later. As I told you, I just used the description right here that I wrote, which I made up. Okay. And start in high variation mode, because at the beginning you just want to get something approximating your vision, and you want the variation steps to be bigger because you don't know where you're going exactly. You don't know where you are at the beginning. You want to explore, and so it's not going to be very close to your vision. So you want bigger steps. And then when you're getting close to the vision, you could change it to low variation mode to make more subtle changes. So you use settings command to see this, and then click this button here. Alright, I make art in a private message chat with the Midjourney bot. Click here first, and then here. I can also demonstrate this stuff in the app, right? Here we're just showing it like this. So upload an image. Yeah, we can skip this one. Well, this is the first image, and this is the other image. So the file name Uzma2, I uploaded it, and then it gets shortened to a short link, so you can see this here, like LJC. So when you see that in the prompts, which you're about to see, then you know that refers to this image here. Okay, at the beginning, so now we're starting to create the art, right? So imagine, use the imagine command in Midjourney with the text prompt. You can put the text prompt in by itself, also with the photo, the link to the photo. So here's what I did. Photo, link, and my prompt there. So here it shows you a grid, it gives you 4 options. And do that a few times and assess the outputs. And if you aren't getting what you like, then write the prompt differently. We can also have ChatGPT help us write prompts too. And recently ChatGPT added DALL-E 3 to it, so we haven't started using that yet, but that's going to change things because it's going to make it easier if you want to use that technology instead, just because it's integrated and it's going to help us with writing the prompts and stuff. But I'm showing you using Midjourney. Okay, you can base the art style on an existing style, or referencing an artist, or a combination of artists, as I like to do, or a combination of styles. And you can look at the community feed on Midjourney for other people's examples, right, and get inspiration, and you can base the style or the concept on those. You can reference those other images by putting a link to the image. Anything in here that you want me to demonstrate, I can do so after we run through the process. Okay, yeah, so I chose the style palette knife oil painting. That's how I described it. We're not there yet, right? We're here. This is this thing. I put stylized 200 here. I tried making a few with different stylized values. A low stylized value means just paint the thing, just draw it like the way it's described in the prompt. And a higher stylized value gives it more artistic freedom to imagine and go beyond. So it's cool to experiment with that. Yeah, try imagining multiple variations of the prompt. Like we can write it differently, we can put different images in. Like I did here, I put both images that we started with, and see what you get, and compare them, and just compare them visually. Like you don't care about what you put in, just look at what you're getting, the outputs, and then choose one you like best. You can also have remix mode on. So when you do a variation, you can edit the prompt. Yeah, it says that you can make variations of your favorite image so far. See, there's a curation process as you go. So whatever one that you like best, closest to your vision, you start to make variations of that one. You can also get the link to that image and then add that image in here. You could also take out the other links from before, or include them because they're photos of the person. But you can have one photo of the person and one image, like a link to one of your best images, or even more than one, just referencing them. Just a few ideas, right? You can try different things. Sometimes I try a few different ones at the same time, like one after another, and it does 3 jobs at once. And then when we look at it, we can see it. And Midjourney does these jobs for just pennies, just a few cents each. make variations, refine the concept and the style, and curate your favorites as you go along. Okay, so when I got this one here, I decided to work with number 3. So we have number 1 up here, and then number 2, number 3, number 4. This is the convention in Midjourney. Okay, so yeah, you can see here's how I created this grid of images, is with this prompt. And I clicked V3 to make variations of number 3. And remix mode is on, so I can change the prompt when I do so. You have the option to change it. Okay, so I changed the prompt. Everything that is highlighted, I added in here on the left. You can see all this is added in because I changed it from the simpler one to adding in that template and saying it's palette knife oil painting, and saying that she has an emotion. She's happy, she's content, she's contemplating an action, like contemplating the deeply meaningful questions of life, and also like she's sitting down. So I added more to it here. Then on this step, I just did variations of number 2, and I liked this thing that she was leaning against here, but I wanted to also change it and make it like more luxurious. So yeah, remix mode's still on, did variations of 2, and then you can see I added opulent here, which is to her, right? Because it's saying depicting this woman. So I've added this as a description of her in there. We also have a luxurious environment added, and then saying that the feelings of the entire piece are listed out here. Joy, ecstasy, bliss, and love permeate the piece. That's in addition to her emotions. We said how the character is feeling earlier, which I showed you before. So then I just upscaled number 3, and that's it. That was the process. But then we do a face swap also to make it look more like the person that we're making the art for. So I made this for Uzma just for fun. And so yeah, this is saying that you can, if you want the style to really be like the style that you're describing in your prompt, you can remove the image prompts. Those are the links. Yeah, here, these links. So these are links to photos. Now they may not be links to photos, they could be links to art that you created before, or other people's art, or any kind of combination. But these were photos, the ones I uploaded. So if you remove those, then it's basically going to become more free, and the style will gravitate towards what you've described in your prompt instead of being constrained by those photos, if that makes sense. And then I would do multiple iterations after that. So make variation of your favorite, get whatever comes from that, choose your favorite, do a variation again, and so on. Do that a few times, and you'll see the style will gravitate towards what you've described in your prompt, rather than like, you know, those photos that we linked to. I didn't do this in this example. I'm just making note of it in the order of the process. Okay, and then we use vary region. I did this to remove a watermark. Okay, yeah, so this watermark here. So you could use vary region to fix things, to change things in the image, just to change small parts of it, any parts of it, you isolate them, like say the hands, but these are already good. Sometimes the hands are kind of messed up, but you can fix them. And just fix one thing at a time. Yeah, that's what I say, right? Do that, because otherwise you have a lower likelihood of succeeding. So if you choose one thing, like say the hands need the most work, just select only the hands. Select an area that includes where the hands are now and where you would want them to be, that whole area, because it will only vary the region that you select, like by a rectangle or whatever. I can show you in a demo, but you click vary region on an upscaled image, you can click this button. So only fix one thing at a time. Once you've fixed that thing, going through whatever steps you need to get there, then you take that result and upscale it, and which is just making it bigger, because when it's in a grid, it has 4 images, and we can't do this. But once we upscale it, we can do our face swap, and we can vary it and stuff like this, and fix another thing. So you do it linearly so that it's simpler and easier for you to do. Yeah, so I did this and removed the watermark. So here we go, and there, see, there's 4 options when we did that, and then I just chose this one, because you can see this part here. So this is just a little different in each one. I chose that. There's not much of a big deal there. I didn't change the prompt. I just said make variation, and then the watermark disappeared, so it's good. Okay, so then I swapped in Uzma's face from a photo into this image here. All right, and then to set up a face swap, you have to do the setup. Like, you don't have to do this every time, but you need to set this up if you haven't done it before, right? Create a new server, add in the Midjourney bot and the InsightFaceSwap bot. So you use this link to do that, and I can click it and show you, but that's when we look at that later. Okay, and yeah, I made this video, but that was back when I first found out about this tool that we can use. Okay, and so you add the bots in, then you use the save ID command. That's just the next step, and upload the image into it and give it a name, and that's all I did. Uzma. You can put letters and numbers, no spaces, no any other characters, nothing more than 10, just letters and numbers only. Okay. Okay. Yeah, and then once you have the image the way you like it, then you can do the face swap. I just do that step at the end, so you don't have to do extra work that's unnecessary. And so you need to get the image to show up in that server where you have those two bots. So on an upscale image, you click on the link to go to the web, which is underneath the image. There'll be a web link, and then you click on ... and then copy job ID. Or it might be faster if you right-click the image and save it. And then when it pops up the save dialog, you can copy the job ID out of the file name if you want. And then we go into the server with the two other bots and do the show command, paste in the job ID, hit enter, and then it will just show up in there. And then once it just shows up, you can right-click on the image, go apps, in swapper. It's this Insight Face thing to swap the face, and then yeah, there you can see it. Okay, so here it was before, and only the face changes. There. And this is the image I use, this entire thing, which is a cropped image from the full image. This is just a cropped version of the thing. And we don't need all this because it really only uses the face, because that's all it's going to change. Okay. And another time you might be interested to know how I made this one. The style is different, right? Along the way, I removed the image links. I asked for a different style. I think I wanted to make it pixel art. And so it was moving towards pixel art, but I still had that palette knife oil painting style in there too. So a combination. And then the style was free to change because it wasn't constrained by the links to photos. Otherwise it tries to be photorealistic because it wants to mimic the images that you're linking to. Just like, because the words in the prompt are given some weight, and the images are also given some weight. But you can change the weight the images have, and I simply remove them and lets it be free. And then later we do the face swap at the end. Okay, which I did do here. All right. Okay, have you found this session so far? Have you found it valuable so far? I'll just unmute you because we don't have a lot of people. If you want to unmute. Yeah, so did you find this valuable?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Manahel.
Yes, it was valuable, but I think some things can be improved in it. You have explained everything very well, but some of the steps were quite confusing.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
if the number they are mentioned with the numbers, I think things will be quite easy for the viewers or for the people who are watching this. If they are numbered with the steps, like
Yes.
with each step you have numbered, like what we can do next, so it will become a little bit easier.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of making it simpler. The way that I do it is intuitively, and then I happened to lose a training that I recorded. So then I thought about the process and then created this thing. And so yeah, we can number the steps, but basically they're not set in stone. You can do it differently every time also. But I'm trying to give you a way to start. Any other feedback on how I could improve what we've done so far?
And you are using Midjourney app
Yes.
doing all this.
Yes.
Is there any other app we can do it like this using any other app?
Yeah, I believe so. There are lots. Leonardo, I heard, is a free AI image generator. Midjourney you pay for, $10 US dollars a month at least, or 30. I use the 30 one. Oh yeah, and also ChatGPT has added DALI 3 into it, the latest version of DALI, which is awesome. And so we'll be exploring how that works, because that's going to make stuff easier for us also. Because like I've been recently working with like using ChatGPT to help us write the Midjourney prompts and also make them better. So it's cool that they're integrated, and we'll see how that works.
Okay.
There's also lots of other options. Okay. I just show Midjourney because that's what I've used primarily. Okay, and if you like this, we can do this again. I'm willing to host a weekly session for Pakistani youth, and not charging anything for it. But I will be learning from it and using that to create other courses, right, that are related for others too.
That will be good.
Oh yeah, cool, awesome. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, just reminding you that I'm here to support you in your missions, like to serve more people, earn more money, and help others earn more also. You can elevate your life with a deeper sense of meaning, more fulfillment, and more wealth, all together at the same time. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. And I have another question.
Yeah.
Regarding this AI art.
Yeah.
How long you have been doing this, and can you share your personal journey a little bit?
Okay. Well, I'll show you what I did at the very beginning. I mean, I'll show you what I put in the presentation at the beginning. Well, since July, I've been showing people how to make paintings based on a photo of a person. And I've been working with Midjourney for a year, made over 32,000 images. So I can help you like do things simpler and faster by not making a lot of mistakes I made. Yeah, here's my introduction. I'm Bevan Bird from Canada. I channel love, joy, peace, freedom, and fun through my art. Yeah, well, stop me if you already heard this part, because you said about my journey. So let me know, because I could tell you some other story too. Well, there's many stories I could tell.
No, I was asking, like you have told that you have started since July this year doing this AI painting or this. So before that, I was asking like if you have any experience prior to that doing things with AI art.
Yeah, well, for 1 year. So since September 2022, I've been making Midjourney art, playing with it, creating things, all kinds of stuff. I was trying to make cheetahs at the beginning, make art for new NFT collections. And over time, I tried lots of different things. I can show you a lot more variety of art. But in this thing, right, what we're doing here, I'm showing how to make these kind of paintings because people like them, right? And it's like showing that you can make portraits like this. What I started in...
They were all really awesome. They were great. Those paintings that you have uploaded on the Facebook, all of them were really awesome. And we will definitely try it. Thanks for your support, for your guidance that you have taught us, and the session, for the whole session. It was great effort by you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
Welcome. So yeah, since July is when I started to teach other people how to do this. So I was doing it for almost a year, making pictures of people. But since July, I was teaching other people, right? And people paid me to learn how to do this. So that's part of the journey. But I don't know if you already got this part.
That's great. And if more people are willing to take those sessions, so we will ask them and we will arrange another session as well
Yes.
if you will be available for that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can do that. And we'll find a time that works for everyone. A time that works best for
That's
the group
great.
and for me and for you guys. Okay.
That's great. Thank you.
So, yeah, so because it may not be clear in any of the steps, I can also demonstrate it. Yeah, if you want to play around with making some art, like see, here's one that I created today. I did 2.5 hours of teaching today. I was recording it and making things and showing how to start from scratch and make new stuff. So here's one image. So if we right click it, you can copy the link to this image. No, we want the job ID. Okay, so if I save the image, see, this will pop up. So we can just save it. But before we do, I can copy the job ID from here. So I'm just showing you one weird way to do it, right? That's a weird way. Copy that,
Okay.
save. See, and go. The other way I told you, the simple way, was click web, right? So we'll click that. You'll see it'll pop up in the web browser. I've already done that here. So that's this page here. And so from here you go, see the ... underneath here by the save, just under the image. You click that and click copy and then job ID. Okay, that's why I said the other way could be faster, but here's the standard way to do this. Okay, and then go back in Discord. See, we're in this direct message with the Midjourney bot, right? But what I'm going to do is go over to the server, this server I made, and then we'll add it in here. So we'll go show. So you go /show, and it will be a Midjourney command. See this? You can click on this thing here, or tap the tab key. Okay, and then paste in. Control V, paste, hit enter. You'll see it pop up. So Midjourney bot will show that job. The job is a hash. It's a unique ID. Okay, so here we are. So let's take a look. Look at her face. Okay, and then we just right click it and do this. So I'm showing the last step, the InsightFaceSwap. You can see the bots over on the right there.
Oh.
We added those.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so there it's changed to Uzma. And then yeah, like we can send that to her. I can like save it, right? I can open it in the browser. I have a link. We can send that link to someone. They can download it, right? We can just save the image and then send it to them. Okay. All right. Okay, so did you want me to run through any kind of demo of this thing, like showing other steps? Because I can go through it in order if you like, and then it will be on video as well for everyone, provided this video works. But yeah, if you have any specific questions, let me know.
That was great, and it was quite easy.
Oh yeah, well that's the easiest part there, because we're just swapping in the face. But making the art has more steps, right? And of course takes longer to show. But we can also do it too. And also, I have some things in progress, right? So if you see here these things that I've upscaled, so we can also change anything there. Like if there's something wrong with that image, we can fix it. So you'll see demonstrations of that. But if you want, we can start from the beginning. So yeah, just for both of you, let me know anything you're confused about or just any question you want to ask me. I'm here to help you. And I'm available for like 25 more minutes.
Okay, it was mentioned that we can also take 2 pictures, or we can remix some kind of 2 pictures like together. What was that about? Or how it could, either we have to take 2 links or what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, you can put any number of links into it. Maybe we kind of start a new one. Like if we just use, of course we can make something up, right? But if we, let's start with using describe on her photo, Uzma's photo. You can see right here. So I'll just go to number 2 because I know which one it is. Okay, So in Midjourney, yeah, direct message Midjourney bot. This is where I do the stuff. So I'll go describe, and then we'll upload this image in, like drag it in there, drop it here, hit enter, and then it will write prompts for you based on what it sees in the image. Okay, and if we like those, we can just click a button to start imagining them. Okay. Okay, so number 2, I'll do this. I'll just click to, okay, I'm gonna click this 2 button down here. Okay, so it's imagining this. You can type /imagine and then put in a prompt. Here we're doing this. Okay, so yeah, I'll just click it again, and so if we put the link in, let me just get that. Okay, like I have these 2 images I uploaded, and then I've got the links of them, and then it's shortened once you have imagined it, right? Like when you first put it in a prompt with that URL. For now, we'll just copy this link. Okay. So that's what I was saying. You can put a link. You put links in at the beginning of the prompt generally, just convention. We always just put them at the beginning. And so you could put more than one if you want to, but you don't have to. Here I'm just putting 1, which is the second image. It's the formal one. Here. And this is the other image, which is very small, right? Okay. So if you want, you can see what happens if you put both images in. We'll just compare them. So that is the first one, and that's the second one. Okay, does that make sense? I'm imagining it, and I did 3 variations, 3 ways. Just the prompt, which is what we get here for a demonstration. Oh, okay. It's got this aspect ratio in it. Width, and then height. So that's why it's this shape now. But we can change that if we like. Alright, so here with the image, Uzma's photo, her original photo, this is what we get. And you can see it's different. And then with both photos, it's another one. Okay, but she said the first one should not be used for a bridal thing. Okay, does that make sense? If we can make small changes, and we can see large changes in the output as well, so it's worth experimenting. And at the beginning, you want to just get something approximating what you are looking for. Okay, all right. Any other questions? Okay, you're both muted. Yeah. So if I run through the process, oops, sorry, you're both muted. If I then run through the process a bit more, we can do that. Do you want to make it square? Okay, we can do that. Should we use one of these images to develop from, like this one here? Okay. Well, yeah. Well, there's an extra hand there though, but you can actually you can fix that and remove it if you like too. So let's just do that as an example. Upscale this. I need to change the aspect ratio because I want to make it square. So I'm going to do a variation of number 4. And it's in remix mode. Remix mode is on, so I can change the prompt. If it wasn't, we wouldn't get to, so we wouldn't be able to change it. So we'd have to turn on remix. I can show you how to do that too. Okay, I'm going to take off the aspect ratio, or 1:1, right? But that's default, which is the square. Okay. Yeah, and I'll just show you a demonstration of something. I'll try that one again with a different prompt. So remember from what we did, right? Let's see what the prompt was. This is what I did before. Now we also had a link. Well, we had both links. I'll include that one, right? Because that's number 2. Okay. It won't even work. It's not going to copy in here. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay, normally it doesn't though. Yeah, so that's the prompt that I made, and I'll just take out USMA 1, so we only have USMA 2, which is the formal image. Okay, so what I'm demonstrating there is that when we do like a variation of something, or we imagine an image, we haven't done imagine yet, but you can. Okay, now it's not letting it do it. Yeah, so I'll copy this again and go to Notepad, and then copy it from here, just because it doesn't want to let me do that from the PowerPoint. Okay, so paste that in there, hit enter. Okay, so what I did is did a variation of one of them. See, if we click this link here, it takes us up to the parent of what we're looking at. So I did a variation of number 4 there. But we did that with different prompts, right, to see what will happen. So here's, I believe this is one of them. Yeah, because we make these squares, right? So now they're squares based on that one. You can see that they're kind of like variations of that one. And it's in high variation mode, right? So then they're in different positions and stuff. And there's bigger changes. So yeah, if you, okay, yeah. So Maria, if you unmute, then we can also be interactive about them. So you can tell me which one you like. So we'll just look at each one. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you tell me which one you like best, or if you don't like them, we'll just go to the next because we've got more options. And that way.
No, I think all of them are really well. You have done really well, and I will definitely try to experience it by myself now.
Oh, okay.
After going through this session.
Okay, cool.
It was
That's
really
good.
great.
Okay. Do you still want any more guidance though on this? Yeah, or do you want to
I'm quite clear now.
Yeah, do you want to do this for another 10-15 minutes, or do you want to leave it till another session? Because I can keep going in the process, but it's up to you.
I will try to do it by myself now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So hopefully in the next session, if I have any questions, so thanks a lot for your session and for your time and everything. It was all great.
Okay, great.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, well then I'll let you go. Thanks for coming, and see you again on the next one. If the time works. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.